And I'm gonna mute everybody's mics because I haven't done that yet. And perfect. As you come to your mountain pose, just try to relax your shoulders. And as you always do when we start classes, you're starting by tuning out the noise of your day, of your morning. Create stillness throughout your body by starting with your mind. So shut out any thoughts that you're not going to need for the next 45 minutes. Be as present as you can be, and know that you are giving yourself the best present of all, presents for yourself. Take a deep breath in. And then as you open up your mouth, sigh it out, relax your shoulders. And then take another deep breath in. Take your shoulders up to your ears. And then as you exhale, bring them all the way back down, but feel the crown of your head reach up to the ceiling. And before we start to move, take a moment to set an intention for your practice. For me, my intention is just to move with the energy that I have and go with the flow, because you never know what you're going to get. As you inhale, sweep your arms up, look up toward your hands, press your palms together. And then as you exhale, swan dive your way down, hinge at your hips, drop your head down, tuck your chin into your chest, and start to bend one knee at a time. So we're already starting to warm up our hips, the backs of our legs, shoulders. Drop your head down to feel the back of your neck open up. And then stop with both of your legs straight. Go into your halfway lift. Inhale. As you exhale, hinge at your hips and then bend your knees. Curl into a tiny little ball. If you can, grab opposite elbows. If you need to create balance and you need some stillness, place your hands under your shoulders and then tuck your chin into your chest. Bring your elbows as close to your body as you can so that you can open up your upper back. So whatever option you take, you're going to be here for 2 rounds of breath. And then release by rolling down onto your back. Keep your knees bent. And then straighten out your arms down both sides of your body. You want the back of your neck to connect to the ground. We're going to start with 2 rounds of easy bridge. So just bring your feet about hip width distance apart. Again, relax your upper body. Start to engage your core by pulling your belly button into your spine. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips up. You're going to press your shoulder blades into the ground, your heels into the floor. As your glutes tighten, your hips are going to come up. The front of your body will open. Exhale, come down as slowly as you can. And then with your hips on the mat, take a deep breath in. Exhale. And then on your next inhale, bring your hips back up, squeeze your glutes, dig your shoulder blades under the ground, feel the front of your body open up a little bit more. And then again, notice as you squeeze your glutes, what that does for your stomach, your hips, your quads. And then release on your exhale, come down 1 vertebra at a time. Once your hips touch the mat, drop your knees to the right, turn your head to the left, cactus out your arms. Feel your chest open up. The sides of your body lengthen. Try to keep your left shoulder blade digging into the ground as you drop your knees to the right so that, again, left side hip, the space along your rib cage should feel like it's stretching. Release, come back to the center. Take a deep breath in. And then on your exhale, drop your knees to the left, turn your head to the right. So by dropping your knees to the left, right side of your body is opening. So space along your rib cage, your hip. You might even feel this in your quads, depending on how deeply you are creating that twist. Stay for 1 more round of breath. And then release. Point your knees back up. Lift your feet off of the ground and then straighten out your arms. So your wrists are in line with your shoulders. Flip your hands so that your palms are facing the ceiling, and also flex your toes so that you can stretch the backs of your legs. On your exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow, tap it. And then inhale, bring your knee back in line with your hip. Exhale, bring your left knee to your left elbow, tap it. Inhale, let it go. We're going to go from side to side. Right knee to right elbow. Inhale, let it go. Left knee to left elbow. Inhale, let it go. So you're bringing your knee to your elbow, not your elbow to your knee. There is a difference. Yeah, good. If you want to feel a little bit more heat in your abs, peel your shoulder blades off of the ground. Yes. Y'all look good. Keep your legs at 90-degree angles. Your feet flex, doing so good, both of my gens. Everyone keep your chin off of your chest, suck your stomach in. Feel your lower back dig into the ground. Does it feel like we've been doing this forever? I hope not. This is how we're warming up today. You've got 10 more seconds. And then you get a little break. That includes a bridge. You've got 3, 2, 1. Release. Drop your feet down, bring your arms down. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, this time your hips are going to come up on an exhale. So your hips are going to lift, dig your heels into the mat, squeeze your cheeks in. Inhale, drop your hips, straighten out your arms. We're going to do crow crunches again. Lift your shoulder blades off of the ground, especially if you didn't do it before. Same thing, right knee to right elbow, 30 seconds. So only come up if you can, dig your lower back into the ground. If you can keep your chin off of your chest, it's going to help you breathe easier. We're at the halfway point. If you have it in you, you can go a little bit faster. Go for those deep taps. Exhale as your knees come up. You've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Drop your feet down. Drop your arms. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips, bridge. Now with your hips elevated, dig your heels into the ground. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, bring your heels up, and then inhale, drop them down. Keep your glutes tight the entire time. Exhale, lift your heels. Inhale, drop them. You've got it. Exhale, bring your heels all the way up. Squeeze your glutes a little bit tighter. Inhale, drop them down. You've got 3 more heel lifts. Exhale, lift your heels. Inhale, drop them. You're warming up your calves. 2 more. Exhale, bring your heels up. Inhale, drop them. Last one. Exhale, bring your heels up. And now just squeeze your glutes as tight as you can. So in case you're wondering what's happening here, we don't do this a lot in the yoga classes, but in case you didn't know, I've got hashtag balance bands. I'm going to start incorporating them into our classes next week. Jeanette, I'm sending you your band by the end of the week, I promise. But I'm saying all this to say, we're going to be doing a lot of these bridges with the bands. These are already hard as it is, but with the bands, are going to make it a little bit more challenging. It's going to add to the strengthening of your peach emoji. I hope you're still squeezing. Exhale every time you squeeze. Down to your last 8, and then you get a break. 6 more. 5. Suck your stomach in. You've got 2, 1. Release. Drop your hips. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock from side to side. Give me a thumbs up if your butt is burning right now. Everybody give me a thumbs up. Jordan, give me 2 thumbs up. All right, good. Drop your feet down. We're going to do that again. Your feet are going to be hip width distance apart again. Relax your upper body. Take a deep breath. On your exhale, lift your hips. Take another inhale. On your exhale, bring your heels up. Squeeze your cheeks a little bit tighter. We're just going to go right back into those pulses. Make them as small as possible. Try to bring your heels up as high as you can. So dig your toes into the mat. Suck your stomach up and in. The tinier the squeeze, the bigger the burn you're going to feel. Dig your shoulders into the ground. Lift your stomach and your chest higher toward the ceiling. Down to your last 10 seconds. 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Oof. Bring your hips down, your knees to your chest. Rock forwards and backwards to massage the entire length of your spine. Do this 4 times. And when you're done with your 4th, roll all the way into your tabletop. Or you can just turn to the side and do it. Yeah. All right. As you go into this tabletop, wag your tail, drop your head down, feel the back of your body open. Dig your knees and your hands into the floor. Stop in the middle. Let's do cat-cow. Even though we're super warm already, drop your stomach, look up, lift your tailbone. Hi, Dawn. Open up the front of your body. Exhale, go into your cat, round your back, suck your stomach in. Hi, Anna. Great to see you. Feel your shoulder blades peel apart. Inhale, drop your stomach. Look up, lift your tailbone. Dig your knees into the ground. Exhale, cat, around your back, suck your stomach in. And then last round, inhale, cow, look up. Open up your chest, open up your stomach. Exhale, cat, around your back. From here, tuck your toes. Exhale, downward dog, straighten out your legs. Bend one knee at a time. Swivel your hips. I hope you're feeling the energy that I'm putting out. In case you missed my spiel, my latecomers, I'm high energy this morning because I had a super strong dirty matcha. Thank you, Fulton Street Coffee. Press your hands into the ground. Bring your chest closer to your thighs. Straighten out your arms. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring your heels closer to the mat, your chest closer to your thighs. On your next inhale, lift your heels. Roll the weight to your toes. Exhale, drop them back down. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, drop them down. Then walk your hands to the back of your mat. Grab opposite elbows, sway from side to side. Drop your head down, open up the back of your neck, your hamstrings, your calves. And then stop in the middle, bend your knees, roll up to standing. Take your time as you do this, keep your arms heavy. And then as you come up to standing, drop your shoulders down and away from your ears. Let's flow. Sweep your arms up. Press your palms together, look towards your hands. And then as you exhale, swan dive your way down, hinge at your hips. Bring your fingertips down to the mat. Go into your halfway lift. As you exhale, forward fold. Walk your hands to the top of your mat. You're going to go into your plank. Straighten out your legs. Engage your quads. Yes, Jordan, looking good. Bring your hips up just a little bit. Everybody squeeze your glutes. On your inhale, bend your knees. Bring your hips back to your heels. Your knees are going to hover off of the mat. Straighten out your arms. Yes, on your exhale, go into your plank. Round your upper back, suck your stomach in, squeeze your glutes. Jen S, looking good. Inhale, go back into your bear, bend your knees. Bring your hips back to your heels. If you want to modify, you can always drop down to your knees for a variation of puppy. Exhale, shoot forward into your plank. Straighten out your legs. To modify this, you can always drop down to your knees. Keep your core tight. Last one, bear pose. Inhale, bend your knees. Your hips are going back to your heels. Straighten out your arms. Dig your hands into the ground. Exhale, shoot forward into your plank. And then chaturanga. Shift your shoulders past your wrists. Bend your elbows back. And then take a backward bend. Super power today. Relax your shoulders, Jordan and Anna. And then push into your downward dog. Lift your hips. Ground your heels. Good work, Lise. Open up the front of your body. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. Then walk your hands to the back of your mat. Bend your knees, slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. That's our flow for the day. Sneaking in some bear. As you inhale, sweep your arms up, press your palms together. Exhale, swan dive your way down, hinge at your hips. Once your hands touch the ground, walk them to the top of your mat. We're gonna go into those 3 bears again. So remember how you can modify. Inhale, bend your knees, bring your hips back to your heels. Your knees are either hovering or resting. On your next exhale, shoot forward into your plank. Awesome. Inhale, go back into your bear. Keep your core tight. Straighten out your arms. Dig your hands into the mat. Exhale. Go back into your plank. Engage your quads. Beautiful, Dawn. Last one. Inhale. Bend your knees. The closer your knees are to the ground, the closer your hips are to your heels, the more you feel it in your core. Exhale, shoot forward plank, and then chaturanga. Bend your elbows back. Keep them in tight. Open up your chest. Jen W, looking good. Savannah, you too. Exhale, downward dog. Lift your hips. Exhale, ground your heels. Hi, Carol. Great to see you. Open up the front of your body. Take your hands to the back of your mat. Bend your knees and then slowly roll up. This is our last flow. Make it powerful. Sweep your arms up. Press your palms together. Exhale, swan dive your way down. Hinge at your hips. Plant your hands. Walk them to the top of your mat. 3 bears. We're going to go slower, all right? Take your time as you bring your hips back. Pretend you're doing this in a big tub of molasses. Move slow, slow, slow. Yes. And then quickly shoot forward in your plank. Exhale, shoot forward. Good. I want you to go into your bear really slow. So take your time, bend your knees, push your hips back. Feel your core quiver as you bring your hips to your heels. Feel your core quiver as your knees inch closer to the mat. Exhale, shoot forward plank, engage your quads, squeeze your glutes. Nice. One more, inhale, bend your knees, bring them back. Bring them back, I mean your hips. You've got it. Last 3, 2, 1. Exhale, plank, and then chaturanga. Shift forward, bend your elbows back, open up your chest. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, push up into your downward dog. You've got 2 rounds of breath here. Take your time as you inhale and exhale. These cycles of breath are going to ground you, bring you back into your intention, and hopefully give you a little bit more power and strength as we go into our first flow. We'll take a break first though. Drop down to your knees, child's pose. Bring your knees apart, your hips back to your heels, straighten out your arms, but slightly bend your elbows so that your chest and your stomach drops down to the ground. As you go into your child's pose, you can take a break if you need water, or in my case, a little bit more matcha. As you take this break, I want to share with y'all, I shared a little bit of this with you a couple of days ago. I got a singing bowl, which has been a real fun learning experience, and it's going to be a great way for me to get in touch with you and make the experience as a yoga instructor a little bit more fun. But what I'm learning is how to pace myself. So I'm also going to be playing around with pacing in the classes. It's fun to go really slow. It's also fun to go really fast. And, you know, as always, we're finding balance. And that's what I'm going to do, not just with a singing bowl, but with our sessions. I hope you're excited about it. Let's do it. Push up into your tabletop. As your shoulders stack over your wrists, bring your hips over your knees, tuck your toes. And then as you exhale, lift your hips, ground your heels, walk it out. Kind of like the pacing that we did from bear to plank, there's going to be a little bit more of that as we go into our flows today. So be mindful of that, and I'll do the best that I can to use my words so that you understand what I'm trying to guide you into doing. On your next inhale, lift up your right leg, point your toes, extend your leg towards the back of your mat, ground your left heel. On your exhale, as slowly as you can, bring your right knee to your right elbow. So move slow. Again, that of honey. Round your back, bring your knee as close to your elbow as you can, and then inhale, explode out, straighten out your right leg, squeeze your right butt cheek. We're gonna do that 2 more times. Inhale, so slow. Right knee to your right elbow, core control here is gonna build so much strength. And then exhale, explode up. Drive your heel to the back of your mat, squeeze your right butt cheek. You got it, last one. Inhale, bend, move so slow. Slowest movement ever, even slower carry. Come on, exhale, explode up, and then squeeze. Then bend your right knee, point your toes down, open up the right side of your body. Drop your right shoulder, everyone. Squeeze your right butt cheek. Feel the right side of your body open up. And then release, step your right foot through. You're gonna hang out here in your low lunge. Keep your left knee off of the mat. If you want to modify, you can drop your left knee. We're not gonna be here that long. I just want you to focus on keeping your right knee in line with your ankle. Bring your right knee in towards your midline so that your right side hip opens. Your hands are just framing your right foot. Tuck your chin into your chest slightly. Take a deep breath in. And then on your exhale, turn to face the left side of your mat for your side lunge. So you're either resting your right hip on your right heel, or if you have super tight hips, you can stay lifted and rest your right elbow on your right thigh and keep your hips off of the mat. So the choice is yours. If you have tight inner thighs and dropping down all the way doesn't seem appealing to you, it's all good. This is also a good option. Staying up like this is also gonna work. All right, this looks really good. If you want to test your balance, you can bring your left hand up and then your right. Awesome, Jen W, fantastic. Relax your shoulders, Jordan, and then Savannah, lean back. You too, Carol, take a deep breath in, lean back, open up your chest, yep. Exhale, sigh it out. And then release, turn to face the top of your mat. You're back in your low lunge. Keep your left hand on the floor, peel your right arm up. Right away, roll the weight to the outside edges of both of your feet so that your hips drop, but reach your right hand up towards the ceiling so that the right side of your body can open, your chest can open up. Stay for one more round of breath. And then release. Bring your right hand down, you're back in your low lunge. Sweep your right leg up, three-legged dog. Flow here. Try to keep your leg lifted. As you shift your shoulders past your wrists, bend your elbows back. You can always do this with your leg down, or you can also skip the flow. Yeah, really good, y'all. Downward dog is where we're gonna meet. Bring your hips up. Thank you for waiting, Shay. Beautiful control. Bring your chest to your thighs. Ground your heels as close to the mat as you can. We're gonna go into those slow core planks again. Start by lifting your left leg up, point your toes to feel the stretch in the top of your left foot. On your inhale, bend your left knee and move as slowly as you can. Tap your left elbow. Slow, 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 slow. Yes, exhale, explode up. Drive your heel up, squeeze your left butt cheek. Two more. Inhale, slow movement. Pull your belly into your spine. Feel your core quiver. That's why my voice is shaking. Yes, exhale, explode up, engage your quads, squeeze your butt cheek. Last one. Inhale, the slowest core plank you'll ever do. I'm proud of y'all. Looking good. Exhale, explode up. Bend your left knee, point your toes down, open up the left side of your body. Drop your left shoulder. Take a deep breath in, straighten out your arms. Exhale, step it through. You're in your low lunge. Straighten out your right leg. Keep your left knee bent. Again, knee in line with your ankle. Looking good. Keep your chest square to the ground. Beautiful form, Shay. You too, Don. Try to straighten out your right leg even more. Squeeze your right butt cheek. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. And then release by turning to face the right side of your mat. Drop your hips. Straighten out your right leg. You're in your side lunge. Whatever variation you took on the other side, you're going to do it here. So either your hip is on your heel or your hip is elevated. If you went into a balance option on the other side, do it here. So try to bring both of your hands up to your heart, or maybe just one. You're here for one more round of breath. And then release. Turn to face the top of your mat. Keep your right hand on the floor, peel your left hand up. Roll the weight to the outside edges of both of your feet. So your hips are gonna drop. Your left knee is inching away from your midline. Feel your left side hip open. Excellent, Alicia. Try to bring your left hand farther away from your midline. Open up your chest. Let any tension go with every exhale that you make. You have that power. Release. Drop your left hand down. Sweep your left leg up for three-legged dog. If you did it on the other side, keep it lifted while you flow. Shift your shoulders forward, bend your elbows back, and then open up your chest. Yes, the control is gorgeous, Don. Relax your shoulders. Downward dog. Bring your hips up. As you exhale, ground your heels. Stay for one cycle of breath. Exhale, let it go. On your inhale, look forward, bend your knees, walk your feet to the top of your mat. To go into gorilla, lift your feet, stomp onto the palms of your hands. Roll the weight from your big toe to your pinky toe. Drop your head down, open up the back of your neck. You might even hear your spine make some noise as you decompress it. Visualize the crown of your head inching down to the floor. Put more pressure on your hands. If you plan on spending hella time on Instagram today, me, just kidding. All right, flip your hands. Plant them on the ground under your shoulders. Step back into your plank. So you're going to drive your heels to the back of your mat, engage your quads, squeeze your glutes. You're going to go from high plank down to your forearm plank. So just drop your elbows down. Keep them underneath your shoulders, round your upper back, just like you do with your arms straight in your regular plank. We're going to go from forearm plank back to high plank. So straighten out your arms. Hands go underneath your shoulders. Engage your triceps when your arms straighten. Looking good, Lisa. Suck your stomach in, everyone. Drop your booty, Savannah. Yup, perfect. Inhale, drop down to your forearm plank. Take your time. Try not to rock your hips from side to side. Try to keep them stable so that you can really challenge your core. One more. Exhale, straighten out your arms. You're back in your high plank. You've got it. Exhale, downward dog. Bring your hips up, ground your heels. Sweep your right leg up when you're ready. More core planks. You're going to do this slowly. Exhale. Bring your right knee in towards your right elbow. Slow, 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 slow. And then explode up. Squeeze your right butt cheek. I said exhale, but I meant inhale. So as you inhale, bend your right knee. So slow. Take your time. And then as you exhale, explode up. Squeeze your right butt cheek. Last one, your toes should be pointed. Make this the slowest core plank of your life. You should all be dripping in sweat right now. Exhale, explode up. Squeeze your right butt cheek, bend your right knee, point your toes down. Drop your right shoulder close to the ground. And then release, step your right foot in between your hands, blossom open into your warrior two. Bend your right knee, bounce it out. Feel your hips open up. Oh, it's so lovely to see all of your faces. All right, Lisa, bring your right foot farther away from your midline. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, open up your chest. Looking really good, y'all. Relax your shoulders, relax the muscles in your face. Inhale, straighten out your right leg. Walk your right fingertips forward. Come back. Shift your shoulders over your hips and then reach back forward. So fingertips go to the top of your mat. Keep reaching. And then stack your shoulders over your hips. One more like that. Inhale, go for the deepest reach. Try to get your fingertips in line with the top of your mat, then drop your right hand, extend your left hand up. Feel your chest open, extend your left hand up, ground your heels into the floor, squeeze your glutes, push your hips to the left side of your mat. Looking really good, Dario. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to sigh it out. And then on your inhale, bring your arms back to parallel, turn your right toes in, hinge at your hips, swan dive your way down. You're in a wide leg forward fold. Either grab the outsides of your feet or just place your hands on the ground underneath your shoulders. Hi, Dutch. Get the crown of your head to touch the ground and bring your chin far away from your chest to open up your throat, release tension in your shoulders. Stay for one more inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. And then come up into your halfway lift. Start to turn your toes out, bring your heels in. On your exhale, drop your hips, goddess squat. Sweep your arms up. Yes, really good. Both of my gems. Extend your fingertips to the ceiling, stack your wrists over your shoulders. And as you squeeze your glutes, feel your hips come down a little bit more. You've got it, Jordan. Bring your feet farther apart. Shay, looking really good. Squeeze your glutes so that your inner thighs stretch a little bit more. Your hips are also going to drop. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, come up to standing. Squeeze your glutes, engage your quads. Inhale, drop your hips. Keep your core tight. Open up your chest. Find your lowest seat. And then release. Come back up to standing. Turn your toes to face in so that they're parallel. And then hinge at your hips again. This time you're going to grab your big toes with your middle and index fingers. Bend your elbows back. Roll the weight to your toes so that you can feel your hamstrings open up. To do that even more, engage your quads. Bring your chin away from your chest. Pull a little bit harder. And then release. Slightly bend your knees. Pivot to face the top of your mat. Drop your left knee down. You're going into a low lunge. Sweep your arms up. Interlock all 10 fingers behind your head. Squeeze your shoulders together to open up your chest. Lift your chin. And as you dig your left knee into the ground, feel your left side hip flexors open. Release. Drop your hands down. Tuck your left toes. Lift your left knee up. And then sweep your right leg up. Three-legged dog. Bend your right knee. Point your toes down. If Wild Thing is in your practice, go for it. Or even if it's not, try it out. Flip your dog. So bring your right foot to the left side of your mat. Open up your chest. Lift your chin. All right, my friends who went into Wild Thing, we're going to move slowly back into three-legged dog. So start first by lifting your right toes off of the ground And as slowly as you can, transition into your three-legged. Yes. Nice, Anna. Straighten out your right leg and then flow. Shift your shoulders past your wrists. Bend your elbows back. Open up. Go into a child's pose, knees apart. Bring your hips back to your heels. Straighten out your arms. Rest your forehead on the mat. Treat yourself to a little bit of water if you need. All right. I hope you're all enjoying the change of scenery, the change of pacing. It's a fun way to shock your body. It's also a fun way to just assess where your body is, how strong you're feeling. All of y'all are strong. Just for being here, for signing up, for making this commitment. But you never really know what you're going to get when you show up onto your mat. You never know how you're going to feel when you go through certain movements. And that's the joy of your yoga practice, that exploration, that reminder of who you are, what you're capable of doing. And just because you're taking breaks, or if you're listening to your body and your body is like, you know what, I don't feel like this today, that's all good. Because then when you get back onto your mat and when you're able to do it the next time, it makes you appreciate it that much more. All right, with that said, we're going to the other side. So push up into your tabletop, tuck your toes. I hope you like that pep talk. Straighten out your legs, lift your hips, ground your heels, open up your chest. Point your left toes in. We've got those hella slow core planks. Point your toes, stretch the top of your foot. Inhale, bend your left knee. Take it into your elbow as slowly as you can. Slow, 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 slow. Exhale, straighten it out. Squeeze your butt cheek. Engage your quads. 2 more. Inhale. Go slower with everyone because we're not doing these anymore after this. Exhale, explode up. Excellent. Slowest one ever. Go even slower if you can, Anna. I'm watching you. You too, Lise. All right. As you tap it, exhale, straighten, squeeze, lift, and then step your foot through. Blossom open into your warrior 2. Feel your hips drop. Open up your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades together, relax your shoulders. Start to bring your left knee away from your midline. Beautiful form, Alicia. Relax your shoulders, squeeze your shoulders. So relax the tops of your shoulders, squeeze your shoulder blades. Yes, inhale, straighten out your left leg. We're gonna go into those reaches again. So inhale, reach, reach, reach. Stretch your inner thighs. And then come back to the center, stack your shoulders over your hips. Inhale, go for that deep extension. Fingertips go to the top of your mat, dig your heels into the mat, and then stack your shoulders over your hips. Last one. Go for that deep reach. Engage your triceps to create a little bit more heat. Then drop your left hand, peel your right arm up. You want to reach your fingertips apart to open up your chest. Dig your heels into the floor. Push your hips to the right side of your mat. Stay for 1 more round of breath. Release by bringing your arms to parallel. Turn your left toes in. Exhale. Hinge at your hips. Swan dive your way down. As you come into that forward fold, same options. Either press your hands into the ground or grab your heels from behind. You're just working your forehead closer to the ground to decompress your spine. My friends who have inversions in their practice, if you want to flip upside down, go for it. So you can go into a tripod headstand, a regular handstand, even a handstand if that's in your practice. But you've got about 30 seconds here. Everybody engage your quads. I like it, Dario. Roll the weight to your toes a little bit more. If your hands are on the ground, feel your shoulder blades peel apart. Bend your elbows towards the left side of your mat. Down to your last 8 seconds. And then release. Bend both of your knees. Pivot to face the top of your mat. Drop your right knee down, low lunge. Sweep your arms up. Energize your fingertips to the ceiling first, then interlock all 10 fingers. Open up your chest, lift your chin. Push your hips to the front of your mat. Dig your right knee into the ground. Stay for 1 more round of breath. And then release. Plant your hands down. Frame your foot with both of your hands. Straighten out your right leg. Lift your left foot up. Ooh, 3-legged dog. Bend your left knee. Point your toes down. Drop your left shoulder, everyone. Open up the left side of your body. If you went into wild thing on the other side, do it here. So your left foot is going to go to the right side of your mat. If you can drop down into wild thing slow, go for it. If not, it's okay because you're going to go out of this with control like you did on the other side. Yeah. There you go, Savannah. Squeeze your glutes, open up your chest. Nice, Carol. And then release. Start by bringing your left hand down and then roll the weight to your right toes. Straighten out your left leg. And then final flow here. Try to keep your leg lifted. Final flow. So squeeze your glutes as your hips drop. Nice control, everyone. Open up your chest. Yes, MW, beautiful. Exhale, child's pose. Bring your knees together. Squeeze your thighs in, melt your heart onto your thighs. Rest your forehead on the ground. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. And then from here, lay down onto your stomach, straighten out your legs. And then turn your head to the right, rest your left ear on the ground. Be as still as you can. So as you relax here in this brief savasana on your stomach, feel the entire backside of your body open up, the front of your body melt into the ground. We're going to do a couple of spine strengtheners. First, you're going to straighten out your left arm. We're going to work our way into full bow. Bend your right knee, point your toes, grab your right foot with your right hand. I love it. Dawn, your assistant, is so cute. Squeeze your knees together, bring your chin away from your chest. Take a deep breath in. And then on your exhale, lift up your left hand and your right knee. Beautiful. Squeeze your right butt cheek. As your hips sink down, try to lift your right thigh off of the mat. Open up your chest, lift your chin. Release, come down as slowly as you can. Switch sides. Right arm straightens, left knee bends. Grab your left foot with your left hand. Point your toes, take a deep breath in, and then lift your right arm and your left leg, point your toes. Sink your hips down, open up your chest. You're strengthening your glutes, the muscles along your spine. Drop your head back to open up your throat. Release, come down as slowly as you can. Third part, both legs and your chest are going to open up at the same time. Start by squeezing your knees together and pointing your toes. Keep your chin away from your chest and then exhale first to clear out your lungs. On your inhale, kick as hard as you can. Open up your chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Feel your heart open. Lift your chin, drop your head back. And with every exhale, squeeze your glutes a little bit more. Visualize your thighs lifting off of the mat. Look up a little bit higher. Anna, you can do it, Savannah. Look up, Dario. Kick for 3. Kick harder, Lisa, for 2. I hope you're breathing. 1, release. Come all the way down. Nicely done, Alicia. Create a pillow with your forearms. Keep your knees bent. And then windshield wiper your legs from side to side. And then straighten out your legs. Roll onto your back. From here, we're going to go into our bridges again. So your knees are going to bend. They're going to stack over your ankles. Place your hands on both sides of your body. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, squeeze your glutes to lift your hips. Open up the front of your body while strengthening the lower half. Feel the front of your body open up to the sky, the ceiling, especially your quads and your hips. Your chest is also opening up. This feels really good after those bow poses. Inhale, drop your hips. Once your hips rest on the ground, lift your feet up. Go into happy baby. Grab the outsides of your feet. Rock from side to side. Massage your lower back. Continue to open up your chest. And as you flex your toes, drive your heels up to the ceiling. Stay for one more round of breath. Release by straightening out your left leg. Drop your left heel down to the ground, then straighten out your right leg. Grab behind your hamstring, your calf, or your ankle. And then start to point and flex your right toes, or maybe even draw circles with your toes to loosen up your ankle a little bit more. So we're winding down, as you can tell by my tone. The next time your toes flex, so that they're down toward your face. Keep them there. Grab either for the outside of your right foot or keep your right hand on your right calf, your right thigh, whatever you can pull, and start to bring your right heel away from your midline. Keep your left hand on your left hip so that your hips and shoulders are square to the ground. So your right foot doesn't have to touch the floor, but you're just going for that stretch. So anytime you feel a point of resistance, that's where you're going to stay. That's where your growth is going to happen for you. Send your breath to your hips, your inner thighs, release. Bring your right ankle in line with your hip and then drop your right foot down. Go to the left side. As you inhale, lift up your left leg. Point and flex your toes or draw circles. Loosen up your ankle. Walk your hands up as high as you can for a deeper variation of the stretch. And then the next time your toes flex, stay there, engage your quads. Grab for whatever you can. So again, either outside of your foot, your calf muscle, ankle, whatever, and then pull. Bring your knee away from your midline. Keep your right hand on your hip, your shoulders flat on the ground. Tuck your chin in slightly. Take one more round of breath. And then release. Bring your ankle back in line with your hip, and then slowly drop your left foot down and rest your arms down both sides of your body. If there's any other movement that your body is craving, treat yourself to it now. Otherwise, you are now ready for your final Savasana. And you all worked so hard this afternoon. So I hope that you take extra time to cultivate stillness in your body. And you're not going to cultivate any stillness in your body if your mind isn't fully present. So take a second to treat yourself to this peace, this quiet. And I talked about my singing bowl. I played it for you on Monday. Hopefully, I've improved since then. But for now, all you have to do is think about your breath and try and just think about what you feel as you relax in the Savasana and as you hear the sounds that you're about to hear. And as you just celebrate everything that you have just worked so hard for. Start to bring movement back into your body by wiggling your toes and your fingers. Gently rock your head from side to side. And then on your next inhale, just roll onto your right, your left side body. You can stay in your fetal position if you have some extra time, but if you're ready to go back out to the hustle and bustle of this beautiful Wednesday, join me in your crisscross applesauce shape or hero's pose so that you can wake your body up completely. And as you find yourself here, keep your shoulders relaxed. And on your inhale, sweep your arms up. Energize your fingertips to the ceiling, to the sky. Press your palms together. And then on your exhale, take your thumbs to your heart. Feel and acknowledge your heartbeat. And as you do that, and as I do the same, my heart is filled with so much gratitude to be able to share this practice with you and also to explore playing the singing bowl for you. I hope that you enjoyed your time on your mat today, and I hope that you enjoyed feeling yourself grow. From the bottom of my grateful heart to all of yours, the light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you, friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to unmute y'all now because I am super curious